people, Suzie Yule Diadem, living positively regardless. Doesn't matter the point at which you are in life, but we love positivity all the way. So grateful to God that He has given us yet another opportunities for us to share and for us to inspire each other positively. And today I am joined with one and the only Mr. Mushiri. How are you?
I'm happy, honey, to be in this platform.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at home here.
Wow. I'm almost thinking of how to incorporate you in this. You have become part of this.
Yes.
But when I want to introduce you as a guest, I'm like, are you a guest or a host? Eh?
I'm at home.
Thank you. Good to have you here.
Happy to be with you here, honey. I love it. Allowed you.
Thank you.
And doing these things with you.
Thank you.
Yes.
For the new person who is watching this video for the first time and he's hearing you say honey, I would maybe want you to just introduce yourself, who you are, your marital status, where you're from, and all that.
I want to begin with my marital status. Viewers, I'm the lucky man who is proudly married to Suzie Yule Diadem, you can see. And I normally appreciate and adore her so much for accepting to love me and also allowing me to love her. So I'm happy that I'm doing this live with this beautiful lady. She's the queen of my life. I come from Kirinyaga County. That's where I come from. To be specific, Kirinyaga East sub-county, a place called Igishogo. That's where I have gone to school, through to college life. Then when it came to universities, I went outside Kirinyaga to St. Paul's Limuru University, where I did my undergraduate and postgraduate. I am a pastor with the Anglican Church of Kenya, where I have served for many years. God has blessed us with 3 adult children, Mary, Phil, and Tabitha, and 6 grandchildren. So, guys, as you can see, Suzie and I are not only parents, but also grandparents. Yes.
Nice to have you in the show.
Yeah.
And guys, when you see me with Mr. Mushiru, just know it's about to go down. And most of the time I have Mr. Mushiru here, we are definitely talking issues to do with marriage.
Yes.
Because that is an area that we feel we want to inspire people in. And maybe there are people who, when I was doing it on my own, everyone would feel, what do you know about marriage? You know? Okay, you wanted who knows.
Yes.
He has been there for more than 30 years.
Yes.
So definitely.
Yeah.
He has gone to school.
Yes.
You have had, you've done units on counseling.
Mine was on biblical studies. But of course, as training as a pastor, you can go through what you call pastoral counseling, which is a unit that sometimes go for almost 3 months and sometimes to almost a year, which I did both in my undergraduate and postgraduate.
So you need the professional counseling, pastoral.
Yes.
He has been there, he has handled marriage issues, he has been in marriage himself. So when we talk some of these things, we talk from a point of understanding.
Understanding.
Yeah, so I'll not keep you waiting. I'll just tell you what it is about today, why we are here. So we've had oh, this is a burden that from the first, for those who have been there, thank you so much. There are people like Akina Fro, they are the pioneers of this channel. They're those who have been there from day one.
Yes,
They
yes.
can tell you where we started.
Yes, yes.
When we were saying, kindly subscribe, we get at least to 50 people's,
Mm.
and then finally we got
Mhm.
there. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, that from the beginning, all the idea of this channel was about mental health, and it was informed by the so many issues we are hearing right, left, center about issues in marriage, people killing each other, people having all that, what you want to name it, which is negative.
Yes, yes.
And unfortunately, it's still going on.
It's going
still
on.
happening.
Still going on.
And now, those are the things that we want to discuss today. Some of these issues that are making people to go to that extent. And now, probably just to go a little, how we can avoid such things. So, you guys, my man, Mr. Mushiri, the way he says things. First of all, he has a commanding sound, and to me, a romantic one. So he was telling me, people should know to live and let live.
Live, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, true,
Yeah,
it's true.
that's what you
Please
say.
allow yourself to live
Mm-hmm.
and also let others live.
Wow. You feel that is the genesis of all this.
Of all this,
When people
yes.
don't live as they allow
Yes.
others.
Mm-hmm. Because in this life, you have to strive yourself to live. I'm calling it strive because life is struggle. Life is not always bread, butter, and milk and honey. There are challenges that comes in it. For you to live, to survive in it, you have to allow yourself to live and also let others live because you cannot live it alone. But when you extinct yourself and extinct others, then you're not been doing yourself and others any justice. The second thing is strive to make yourself live on and let others live on in spite of the circumstances that you go through.
Wow. Madam Oshiri,
Yeah.
tell us more about that. You're making me feel like an example of letting live and living. You see, guys, we are two different people in terms of how we address issues and how even we address each other.
Yes.
Like now, I have a mic here, yet I'm still shouting.
Yes.
And I am noisy all over.
Yes.
You ask Mr. Mushiri a question, he'll be, now let live, let others live.
Yes.
Me, I'm let live, let so. And I think it comes to a point where you just allow me to be bubbly and all that.
Yes.
And I also allow you
Me to go to be.
to be.
Yes.
I allow you where you want to put a comma.
Yes, to
you
put. Yes.
By the way, the other day, this is off the topic of today.
Yeah.
And I remember there's a comment I saw the other day. Someone was saying, stop. He was addressing you. I don't know whether you have seen the comment. He was addressing you that stop doing a lot of and then I'm like, but that's how my husband talks. Anataka ongea. Are those examples of live
and let live?
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, and so to be specific on the topic of the day, you look from the scriptures, situations in a family context where people, for their own reasons, and because they are provoked beyond extent, they are not able to control themselves. They think the best thing is exterminating the other. And so if you look at Genesis chapter 4, you find a brother, for his own reason, not the considering the fact that he is to live alone, but the other brother cannot live. And in the story of Cain and Abel, we find this in Genesis chapter 4, where we find the two go to offer sacrifice. One is accepted, the other one is not accepted. And Cain is so irritated by the fact that God is not accepting his sacrifice, and God tries to tell Cain, why can't you do the right thing? And your sacrifice will also be accepted. But Cain is so irritated that he cannot allow Abel to live. Cain should have known, as much as he wants to live, also Abel has a right to live. So that's why we come, be and let live. All right. Honey, I was looking at the social media issues of horrific domestic violence, beginning with emotional, physical, psychological abuse, going to the extent of maiming, where you see somebody has taken a spouse and has removed the eyes. You see a person has taken a spouse and has poured eyes to disfigure that person.
Acid.
That is acid. I mean acid. Thank you for that correction. Acid to disfigure that person. And you know, all that started with psychological and emotional abuse before it gets to that level. And you know, honey, viewers need to know that psychological and emotional abuse is more painful than the physical abuse. Because physical abuse, you can go to the hospital and you can be treated. But now when it comes to psychological and emotional abuse, where do you get a Panadol to treat that? Okay? So it begins there. Then it goes to physical, where it begins now with injuries. I've given examples of people extracting other people's eyes, macho, the eyes.
Like you are taking off my eyes.
Yes.
Na
utakula. Others are removing the private parts, you know, to disfigure that person. And what he is saying, you cannot love me, and therefore nobody else will ever love you.
Wow, and you know, you said something important. Yeah. And I think that's the reason, you know, there are people who, even not going to those extremes, because anyway, I have seen extremes where yani someone has been cut, like disfigured, literally what you're talking of, disfiguring, but they are still saying, I don't want them to go into jail. I love my husband and my wife, so I have forgiven them. So actually, I've been asking myself, what is wrong with this person? Can we help you? Can we help you in this? Let's punish this person on your behalf, because you seem like you don't understand. Like, are you looking at yourself and see what he has or she has done? But now I get from what you're saying that physical is not actually as painful as emotional.
And psychological.
So this person has been tortured psychologically and emotionally. Hata this one, they are not able to interpret amefanyiwa unyama like we normally say.
It's like, what is the worst that is remaining for me to see?
So
I have seen the worst. So what else?
The healing, actually, these people, and that's why we are here, guys. Because what we are saying, because we are not doctors. Otherwise, doctors, they're in Kenyatta waiting for anybody. They tibu the mugu. Unfortunately, I pray to God it will not happen to us. It will not
never
happen to our relatives.
And pray it will not happen to anybody else.
And it will not happen to anybody else. So that's why we are here, because that point shows the healing that you need is actually psychological and emotional. Because the physical is the last is the last bit. Which as Sasa, the other people from outside, that's what we see.
That's what you see.
And we are like, hiya. Like, this is how you have been maimed.
Did you have to wait to be maimed.
You know, I'm loving that word, maimed.
Yes, yeah.
I'm learning English, guys. So if you had to it's not like you had to wait for that.
Yes.
But the reason as to why actually you are saying you don't want them to go to jail.
Yes.
You still love them.
You still love them.
Unataka upone urudi kule kwao. Actually, your sickness is not what we are seeing.
In fact, it is the long understanding of the word love. Because if you are abusing somebody emotionally, psychologically, to the extent you go physical, let alone taking life, and you are saying, I'm doing this all for the sake of love, to me, that is not what I define as love.
Pastor,
Yeah.
let me ask you.
Yes.
You know, most of the time women, you normally say, even when you have been slapped and you're talking to people and you're telling them, I know my husband loves me, but he has this problem of being angry. So it's a lie.
It's a lie. You know, there are people who have been used to being abused and it's become part of life. And there is this false doctrine that sometimes you are given by our spouses that, you know, I discipline you, I beat you, I slap you, I abuse you as an expression of how much I love you. That and sometimes those people who are abused tend to buy that. I remember when I was young, as I was working, we take coffee to the factory, and as a young boy, I could hear women talking among women. And I had a woman telling the other, you know, I think, I don't know what is happening because I think my husband's love for me is deteriorating because he has not slapped me of late.
Wow.
Because that woman has been trained to understand the more the husband or the wife abuses, like it is the expression of love. And I'm saying, to me, that is not the definition of love.
What is the definition of love?
Honey, love is a caring concern. My simple definition of love, I don't want to go to the dictionary definition. The pastoral definition of love, the biblical definition is that caring concern. That you had better let your partner have it than you having it.
Oh, wow.
It is where you seek after your partner's interest beyond your interest. It is not selfish. Because the ingenuine love, love that is not genuine, looks after its own selfish interests. But genuine love gives priority to the other. That I feel that if for the better good, it's you having it, and me missing it, you better have it.
Wow.
That caring concern.
Caring concern.
Yes, yes.
Love. So there is no way you love me so much and you're able to slap me.
No.
That is not caring.
That's not caring concern.
Wow. But you see now, these extreme cases we are hearing, that we can try to tutor someone who is oppressing the other. We can try to talk to them and tell them what you're doing is not caring, what you're doing does not express love, this is better way of doing it and all that. And I think somehow that is easier to deal with because it has been expressed and we can say this man is abusing, this woman is abusing, so we can go and help them. Now we come into this person who is being abused. For instance, yani me and my husband, we have labored.
Mm-hmm.
We have labored.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've gotten something.
Mm-hmm.
And that, we have gotten somewhere. We are somewhere now, we are stable.
Mm-hmm.
And he decides, Toka wenda, pack and leave. I no longer want you.
Yeah, yes.
Then I'm looking at life and I'm wondering, naenda wapi? After all we have gathered.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes maybe you will mention to us this, whether it is wisdom for spouse to invest in each other, or maybe like when I want to get something, I get for myself. When you get for yourself. Or when I get mine, like if I buy a car, ninaiandika logbook. Logbook is your name. When you get a car, you put it in my name. So then when time comes for me to pack and leave, now that is where the pain comes in.
Yes.
You're not the one who is oppressing the other. You are the oppressed. But now that pain, when you imagine I am waking up and leaving to go and start life from somewhere when already you had built a home, you had settled and all that. Then umetumwa pake. That is the person who feels, instead of me going, as much as you're telling me, let live and let others live. I'll go with your neck and leave you with my neck. Twende kwa kaburi, we get to the grave, all of us. What would you think of that?
Is that the ideal solution for that problem? Because that's what we need to ask ourselves. The reality is what you are saying. People want to take each other's life, take their life, and take the other's life. But that is the reality. But is it the godly? Is it the ideal solution for that? And as I said, is that I was looking at the social media, cases of domestic violence from January. And I was looking at a list of them. Do you know, honey, I didn't have time to complete January alone. They are enormous for the reasons like these ones that you are giving. For example, of late, we had this case of Mukundi and Jerry. People who are blessed materially with everything. It's like wealth is not everything that life needs. It's more than wealth and money. These are people, in terms of, if we wanted to know how to love, we would have looked for this couple to give us a lecture on how to give love and to be loved, like the role models. But one day, they turn on one another and they kill. One takes the gun, kills the other, and kills self. The other day, we had a case in Kirinyaga where a young lady reached the end of her life just because she is trained, completed course, not getting employment, and the boyfriend left her and then carries the baby and commits suicide by throwing herself in the known River Nyamidi in Kirinyaga. What we are asking is like now the example you are giving that we have properties we have acquired, and some of us feel safer when our properties are in the name of, are registered in the name of our spouses for various reasons. Then a time comes and the spouse threatens to go, and what I feared most happens. He or she is going, and is going with a life and fortune. And you look at the years you have spent looking for this estate that he or she is going with, and the remaining years in your life. In all logistic, practical means, is like this one is going with your life. is what people are doing, killing themselves and killing the other, the ideal way of solving this problem?
Yeah, because I'm wondering, you're saying live and let others live.
Yes.
You want us to let live even this one who has gone away with everything.
Yes.
And now, in fact, was still.
Yes.
Was still.
Yes.
He was not involved, or she was not involved in getting this
property.
Yes, we're talking about.
Yes.
Because of course, I wouldn't mention names, but there's someone who wrote to me and they're telling me they want to divorce, they want to leave their husband. But what is still making them stuck? They're so much in pain because they are wondering, all these things. This man has just been here.
Yes.
There are men who are just there in life.
Yes.
They are just men who comes in the evening, eat and sleep, and tomorrow go somewhere we don't understand where. But there's nothing substantial they are doing in your life. So women squeezy, like you said, there is some in us different platforms.
Yes.
You said that women contribute 70% to economy and they consume that percent.
Yes.
Men contribute 30%
and eat
70%.
Yes.
So now she's looking at this marriage and imagining this man has contributed 15%. She has done 17%. First of all, let me tell you, was it justified for this woman to be acquiring properties and giving them the name of the husband, like the title did? The husband's name, the car, the husband, and the husband does not work for them.
Yeah. He is the Mongetho person.
Thank you.
Who is out in town. And I remember one day when I was doing my pastoral work, I met some men fighting on the road. One man fighting with the other. And the reason they were counting is there is a car passed. That a very nice car that passed, and the other one was saying, hiyo gari imepita ni yangu. The other one is telling him, it's not yours, it's mine.
Are you talking of boys ama baba ya watu?
Baba ya watu.
Married men.
Yes, idlers. Theirs is to count vehicles, and they are saying that must be mine. And so the fight is one good one. They were fighting for who the ownership. The one is saying is mine, and the other one is saying is his, almost to kill one another before they were separated. And people were asking them, why are you fighting? No, this man is taking my car. No, it is you is taking my car. And they're asking, which car? The new Mercedes Benz that passed here like a few minutes ago. I'm the one who said first, it is mine. And then he is claiming it is his. And people are just laughing at them. Like telling them, I think, go on fighting and kill yourselves. Kill one another. Of course, we will not allow them do that.
No, you should have allowed them do that. You're letting them live as you live.
you need to live and also let live. That's the point I want to bring home. These are people who idle themselves. Then coming to the question you are asking, I think also spouses need to be wise.
Thank you.
As you register your properties, it will depend on how secure you are and the amount of trust you have for one another. If you found like it is risky to register your property in the name of your spouse who lives a reckless, idless, irresponsible life, my advice, don't. Otherwise, you'll have yourself to blame, because if somebody leads an irresponsible life, honey, you not expect him to handle your property responsibly.
Oh, yeah.
So that is the problem that we are having. So when now coming to the cases we are giving, the other day we had a case, like now the issue of property. We had a case where a man falls in love with a beautiful lady, takes her through the university education, masters, all through. And then the girl gets a lover at the university. And so the man is provoked to the extent you would say, that lover you have will not have you if I cannot have you. And so they end up killing themselves or killing each other. The point is this a demonstration of love? To me, that is not a demonstration of love. If you don't live and let live and feel the ideal way is taking the other's life or taking both of your lives, that isn't a demonstration of love. By the way, viewers, we need to know that life is sacred, and the only person who has the permission to take life, honey, is the Almighty God. No one has the right to take the other's life, even at the highest level of provocation. Even if he or she has sinned to you, the greatest sin in the world, still you don't have the right to take her life. Leave it to the one who gives life. At the right time, that person will take that life. It's not to you. So allow even your own life, because the life you have, it is not you who put it there. It is God, the Almighty, who put it there. And he alone has the right to take it. Yes. And this is why when Cain killed his brother, God is telling him, Cain, the mistake, the sin you have committed, the blood of your brother, though in the soil, is crying against you. And he was forever punished for taking his brother's life. So when you feel highly provoked, highly sinned against by your wife, by your husband, and you feel that the way to solve this problem is take that life, actually, God is not happy with you and is telling you the blood of your wife, the blood of your husband, the blood of your daughter, or your son, or your parent, that blood of your friend, that blood of your neighbor, though in the soil, is crying against you. And I want to tell you, viewers, God will surely punish us for taking each other's life, because life is a preserve of God. It is his domain. It is him who gives, and it is him who will take it. So it isn't a demonstration of love that you take your life or you take your friends or your spouse's life. We need to learn to allow ourselves to live and let them live, however painful it is. Now, when it comes to issue of property, and you are saying you have invested so much in a person and now it's leaving you, whether now you are easily going to let that person go with that property. Viewers, instead of taking each other's life, there are legal procedures that one can follow. Ikizindikana legally, and even you have tried all the avenues, still the solution is not taking your life and taking your partner's life. That is where you need to let him or her be and allow yourself to be.
Oh, wow.
It is painful, honey, but remember, even if you killed him or her and you allowed yourself to live, you go to court, you'll be jailed for life. Finally, the property you are fighting on, you'll not get it. If you kill one another, again, nobody will be left with that property. Hata afadhali angeenda nayo, unamuona nayo. You know, there are people who, I would actually argue, if I love you so much, honey, and imezindikana that you must go with it. I love you so much. It is better when you live and live with it, and I see you alive, prospering with my property. When you are alive, it is more gainful than when you are not there. Wow. That is what we call genuine love. Love, live, and let be. Allow him or her to be. And who knows? You may be thinking, viewers, that the properties he or she is going in is what you have earned in the larger part of your former life. And the remaining life is like it's too small. But you have to know, viewers, before God, one day is like 1,000 years. And 1,000 years can be like one day. God can, if you allow yourself an opportunity to live, surprisingly, you might find God blessing you with greater property and greater wealth than what you earned in the many years. Sure. So God, so you may be denying, when you are taking your life, you may be denying yourself an opportunity of telling God, see what has done. Mwathani wako, ona uria anjika. My God, see what has been done to me. Look at me. I have these two hands. Are you able to prosper me? Try him, and you see how much he can do. And yet, let the other one live.
Wow. Hey, guys. What a session.
Yes.
What a session.
Yes.
Hey, so what we are saying is, now I have the energy to say that it is painful enough. Sometimes it is painful enough. It is painful enough.
Yes.
But I think what the man of God is saying, you'd rather run away from it. Agree, say yes, it is painful. Leave alone property. Sometimes you love someone.
Yes.
And when you sleep like this and you think, gosh, that man, that woman I love is going with another person.
Yes.
It's better you let them be.
Yes,
because what you're saying is, you don't know tomorrow. God might bless you until you sit down and you wonder, I thought that one loved me.
Yeah. Kumbe.
I thought I loved that person.
Yes.
Kumbe.
I thought that one was the angel. Here God has given me even a greater angel. Angel.
You're thinking, I could not breathe with this one. And then you meet another one and you realize, oh my God.
I don't know, honey, when you say love is not selfish, when the person you love so much is not able to find happiness in you and can find happiness in somebody else. If you love that person and who feels can get greater happiness elsewhere than you can give, why do you want to force him or her to settle for less?
Repeat them for them.
Yes.
Repeat that one for them. What did you just say?
Why do you want to let him or her settle for less?
So what you're saying is, if I realize that you're going out with another woman, and I realize you're very happy, if I love you enough, I should let you go and be happy.
It's painful, honey. It's painful because issues of cheating in marriage it's not anything to be advocated.
Yeah, sure.
But where you realize that your partner is moving out there with other men and women, and you have tried to sort it out, you have talked it out with them between the two of you, you have involved the people who were your parents when you are doing the wedding, it has even gone to the parents. You have utilized the legal administration that is there, and still is going there. It means that person can find in greater happiness there.
Yes.
So what you need to do, however painful it is, genuine, I normally say genuine love, also let go.
Wow.
Genuine love, let go. I'll let this person go. It is painful because my love for you is so great. I can find a lot of happiness in you.
Yes.
But this is not an issue of me.
Yes.
It's an issue of my partner who is now finding greater happiness out there. If I love her so much and I've tried all the mediatory methods, it has not worked, he or her still want to go and can find happiness there. If you love her with a love which is selfish, don't force her to be with you. Because by doing her that, you are forcing her to settle for less. Let her be.
Wow.
And allow yourself to be.
You don't let them settle for less.
Yes.
Because you love them so much.
Yes.
Wow, that one, I know it is easier said
Than done.
But very hard when it comes to practically doing it. But I think it's the best way. And you see now the beauty of it is how you added it by saying that who knows tomorrow. God might bless you in a way that you're looking back and you're wondering.
It was worth it.
Woman who was laughing with me, I think you had me talk on phone and we were laughing with someone we are saying.
Yes.
She was asking me, maybe today I look back and I wonder, what is that was making me cry? There was a season she was crying about a certain person.
Yes.
Now naangalia mtu anajiuliza, by the way, what was wrong with me?
Yes.
Why was I crying about
if
that?
Only I knew.
If only I knew what
God was preparing for me, I would have gone forth and get it.
So if you find yourself, you're planning how to eliminate that person who has really hurt you.
Yeah.
Just know you are selfish. It's not about them. It's about you. You are selfish.
Yes.
Go and heal. You see, like I saw a woman who, she lost her life the other day. She tried fighting for her life, but she didn't make it. Because someone decided to scratch them. I mean, a moving car. Then the girl was made to, what would I say? I don't know what to say that.
Yes.
Like you're pulling someone.
You are Lord on the ground.
Oh yes. On the rough
road.
Yes, and you see that that is something that it was well planned, because you don't just wake up. You must plan and you must hire people to do it, and you must do it. Instead of all that planning that you're doing, just sit down and reflect. By the way, even if they died, okay, it's true, when they die, they will not be with another person. Neither will you have them. So what is the benefit?
No.
Sit down and ask yourself, how do I heal from this? Get help. When you feel so provoked, you feel like, because sometimes people kill not because they wanted, but someone has just done something, there is a knife here and you just throw to them and they die. If you feel so provoked, run away for your life, not for them, for your life, that you don't kill, you don't get killed.
And one indicator of maturity is how you are able to manage yourself at the highest level of provocation.
We shall discuss that one next time. I know that's a whole topic, right?
Yes.
A whole topic of how you can manage yourself even when at the highest provocation.
Level of provocation.
I hope the point is at home that if you're thinking the worst has been done to you and you're thinking of taking revenge in the worst way, it is being selfish. Embrace yourself. Know that pain, for sure, one day it will come to an end. We don't live with pain forever. Seasons comes and go, and you still remain. So, guys or viewers, thank you so much for watching. That's what we had for now. We wish we had more time for this. And please, you're there, you've not subscribed. Kindly subscribe to Suzie Yule Diadem. See, you help me to tell my people to subscribe.
Yeah, viewers, topics like this we are handling is for you to hear them and so that they benefit you. But not only you. I know you have many, many friends who have difficulties of living and letting live. If you shared this video and other videos with them, you would agree with us, they also benefit. So kindly share. Please ring that bell so that when we have the new notifications, the hot ones, those vibes, you're able to hear them. And viewers, there will be a lot of them.
There will be
a lot of them.
So please subscribe and share. Let us also get to know what you think about this topic. What is your view on it? Let us learn from each other. For now, goodbye.
Bye.
And we love you.